rambly. It's going to be a rambly, obnoxious episode.
I feel like all of our episodes are rambly and obnoxious, but this... So hi, welcome to Magically Dyed Yarns, where we are rambly and obnoxious.
That's our new tagline.
So this is going to be our last episode of 2023.
Mainly because that ends on, what, Monday?
Sunday. Sunday's New Year's Eve, and then Monday's New Year's Day. And I am Sam.
I'm Steph.
And we are sisters. We are the daughters behind Magically Dyed Yarns. We are knitters, crocheters, soon to be possibly yarn spinners. Talk about that later. She's not.
No, I don't need another hobby. So I
can't have enough hobbies.
I think you and my husband go through the same number of hobbies. I literally counted out for him since we've been together. Sorry. See, already tangenty, and we've barely gotten into the episode. Okay. He has decided that he was going to learn how to do fancy tea. Fancy coffee. So I buy him all the stuff for his fancy coffee, including a little scale. He has a French press, one of the pour overs, and a tea kettle.
Does he have an electric coffee grinder?
Yeah. Electric coffee grinder.
You need to get one. So my sister-in-law got me 3 pounds of whole bean coffee for Christmas.
Yeah, we have a little one.
I don't have an electric grinder.
They're not that bad.
Okay.
They're pretty cheap.
Right.
So he did that, and then he was into, what else? Juicing for a while. He tried that hobby.
I kind of thought about juicing.
Did not like that. We got rid of our juicer. It was very expensive because you can juice like 10 things and get like a little teeny penny juice, and it doesn't ever taste any good. And especially if you throw greens in it to make it healthier, then it just tastes gross. And he was making us kale, but
so buy naked smoothies.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper.
Okay.
He was into Magic the Gathering.
Oh, there's a new juice bar.
There is over. Actually, there looks good. I want to take the girls there one of those days.
I've thought about it, but I'm just like, I don't know.
They're pretty healthy. Like they like.
But then they're probably gonna be expensive.
Oh, it is gonna be expensive. It's gonna be like a one-time like I want to go try this out, and then never again. Let's see, what else is my husband into? He was into Mortal Kombat, so we had to buy an Xbox so he could play that.
Had to buy an Xbox.
Well, I wanted the Connect for Just Dance, so there was more things, but that was like the catalyst. Like a camera. He got a very expensive camera.
Oh, I did that one
because he wanted to take pictures.
I did that one too.
I'm trying to think of what else.
I also got a very nice camera that my husband now wants me to get rid of because
I want him to get rid of it because
I haven't touched it.
I was like, you didn't take pictures on Christmas. Like, if you're not going to take family pictures on Christmas, like...
because
like,
honestly...
I just use my phone. I'm like, okay, then get rid of the expensive camera.
Phones are just as good. Unless, like, you're a professional.
And he's not.
Phones are just as good.
But I love him, but I, like, his ADHD shows through when you're talking about his hobbies. Because
I probably have ADHD.
Will jump, and, like, get hyper-focused for, like, 4 months. I think that's... The average is 4 months, and then he jumps to something else. And I was like, you're driving me insane. So thankfully it's been on the smoker right now, which he's been kind of good with because he makes food on there.
He uses that a lot.
And we need food to eat. So I think that's what's helping that be sustainable.
Yeah.
Is because, the girls ask him to smoke. Like, they smoked a brisket, my 2 daughters and my husband, for our Christmas on Saturday.
It was really good.
And so they spent the time up sorting it. Like, my daughter, who's almost 7, was helping him pick it out and was like asking all the questions, and she's like, oh daddy, are you cutting off the silver skin right now? Oh, look at that one's so a little bald right there. I don't know if that one's good. So she was all into that, and that's what they're doing for her birthday in February is they're smoking a brisket together again.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's gonna be one of those things, like, anytime he smokes, like, especially an overnight smoke, like, granted, they slept, like, he tried to wake her up at midnight and like 3, and she was dead to the world. But
she's a deep sleeper
until the morning, and like he like peeked in on her today, like didn't even open the door, and she like opened her eyes and woke up, and I'm like, okay. And then my other one, my 4-year-old, slept until 8:30. Thank God. But okay, so that was our life. That was Christmas.
That was our Christmas. My son got sick Christmas morning, so I didn't really. We stayed home, which it was really relaxing. It was nice to just kind of chill out together. But yeah, our Christmas morning, he got sick. He woke up and he got sick. We're like, ugh. Well, no more Christmas plans for us. Because we were going to go to my in-laws' house for lunch and then go to my mom's house for dessert. And we're like, he's sick. Sorry. We're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. We went to my in-laws for lunch and then my parents' house for dessert.
Yeah.
And they had French oak pie.
Oh, yeah, because she found somewhere that sells it now.
Famous Dave's.
Oh, yeah. So Famous Dave's sells Baker Square's French silk tie.
And I understand that these ties come in frozen. I'm well aware of that, but you can't find a good French silk tie. Like,
and you can't make one either.
No, I'm not making that. So you're very pleased.
Okay.
But
so, do we want to start with finished objects or what?
This is my finished object, guys.
She made pot holders, and
they were succulents, and I made them for my husband's coworkers for Christmas.
I never saw a finished one.
I sent a picture. You did not look at my pictures.
I might not have.
Okay, but I sent. Okay, whatever.
It looks like probably in my. It's probably in our text thread.
It is, which is funny. Okay, another tangent.
Then I will insert a picture.
Yes, I did finish them. I actually don't know if I sent a fully finished picture. I think I just sent a picture of the.
Well, then how am I supposed to do that?
I can whip up another one, guys. I'm really good at making coasters now. But I did, because I'm a procrastinator. I did wait.
Make those for the market.
I will make a few. It took me probably like an hour to make like 5 coasters at one point because we could just whip them up. They're actually pretty easy.
That's good.
Coasters are easy once you get the pattern down. So I finished that, and I had them done. I had to get them done by Friday, and I was like up until probably midnight, 12:30, working on them. I sent him to bed. I'm just like, go
to bed. I'm gonna work on this.
Let me sit here in peace. Let me listen to an audiobook and just crochet.
I haven't found any audiobooks. Okay, so my finished objects. I have a lot. I actually have. So I have 2 pairs of socks that were made for my nieces that I do not have with me. I did have one picture on my Instagram of one of the pairs, and then I literally finished the second one on Christmas Eve night. I stayed up to knit it.
See?
And then it got sent away on Christmas because my husband
went to go. You couldn't even see the reaction.
My husband went to go
deliver presents. And so he dropped those off. But they turned out really cute. They had like little matching ones, so I used the same colorway for both pairs because they're only 2 years apart and they're pretty close. So I thought that was really cute. Other things that I finished that I can't remember. I know I worked on more. If you want to know, it's on my Vlogmas. I documented it. I did it. I did all of Vlogmas. You did. And this one day. You stopped like inviting me. You're like, okay, forget you.
Because we just.
I know. It's just funny. You're like, we should record. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Life just got in the way, okay?
I know, it was just kidding.
All right, I made this Christmas tree hat for my son's Christmas headgear day at school. And he loved it, and everyone wants one.
They're really cute.
And yeah.
My head would get too hot.
It
looks great.
I think I crochet really tight, because every time I make a hat, it's so tight. So I made that. I do not have a pattern. It was on Pinterest. I'll link it. I don't remember anything about it, though. I think it's called Christmas tree hat. Okay, I finished a pair of socks now. These are going to look a little silly because I accidentally grabbed the wrong size blockers. This is a size small blocker, and these should be on a medium. But these are my Advent socks. I mean, the socks look silly. Well, the socks themselves look silly. So, it's a little much for me. It is. It's a lot, but it's fun. So what happened was I usually buy last year I did. That was my first year. I got the 24 stripe skein, Advent skein from Freckled Whimsy. And this year I did not. Because the first time it went up, I forgot to order it. And then the second time, I just couldn't buy it. So I was like, I have a bunch of scraps. So every day I had one of my kids pick out a new color, and that was the color I added. So it's just a fun memory. I am 2 stripes short of 24. Oh, sad day. Because... oh, my nose. Okay, I explained this in my Vlogmas. I stopped watching too because I wasn't in them. I'm just kidding. I just got really. You could have just said, "Hey, I'm just kidding. I want to do this." You just didn't seem like you wanted to anymore. So I was like, I'll just. No, I'm just kidding. I was just being obnoxious. Okay, so when I was figuring out how many rows per stripe I was going to do, I usually do about 80 rounds for my foot, but that is with a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset heel. And this is a fish lips kiss heel. So it added length to the bottom right here. So it kind of messed that up so this is another sock. This is still a work in progress. So this is usually where my heel ends. And so as you can see, I added at least 1 stripe by doing a fish lips kiss heel. Yeah. And So that kind of messed things up. We're gonna rewind. My advent socks. Cast on 64 stitches on a US 1 2.25 millimeter.
Milliliter.
I know.
That's why.
Millimeter needle, a 9-inch circular. I did 20 rounds of 2x2 ribbing for the cuff. This is the Cold Brew sock pattern by Lofty Loops.
Cold Brew.
Yes.
Makes my stomach hurt.
Fish Lips Kiss Heel, and then just, I don't know what kind of toe it is. It's just the toe I always do. So yeah, that was the sock. And then I did 6 rows per stripe. Yeah, that's it. For this one, which is still, it's a half whip, I did, this one's complicated. At least the cuff is. So I did a 64 stitch cast on US 1 2.25 millimeter needle, 9-inch circular. I did 5 rounds of the pink, 5 rounds of the green, 2 rounds of the pink, and then 8 rounds of the green. And then to stop the pearl bumps from kind of showing through with the different colors, I did a plain knit round after switching colors each time. I did a 60 round leg. I think it was 60, or was close to that. 60 rounds for my leg, a slip stitch heel flap and gusset, and then just the toe that was in the pattern. And this is Find the Joy socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. Okay. I have one more finished object with me. The sibling sweater for my son that they were supposed to wear for Christmas.
That's so sad. His Freddy Krueger sweater.
They keep asking me to wear them, and so story behind that sweater that I knit it twice. So again, if you want to know the whole entire saga, it's on my Vlogmas. But I knit the entire.
Did you cry on camera?
No.
Okay.
Called my husband and cried. I knit the entire body of the sweater. I went to go change the needles to do. So I did all this. I did all of this. I went to go switch needles to the smaller size to do the hem, and I realized that I knit the entire thing on the smaller size needles. And I held it up to my son, and I'm like, I could, but it's not going to fit him correctly. It'll fit him for like a week because he's growing like a little weed.
Yes. Yep.
That's not like last week his pants fit him, this week they don't.
It's great. Great. Merry Christmas.
So none of his Christmas, all the clothes he got for Christmas, none of them fit. So I have to go exchange all of it.
Ooh.
Anyways. And I'm like, it's not, like, the shoulder hit at the shoulder, and it's like a drop shoulder.
Oh.
And so it wasn't going to hit right. So I ripped, because I knit it on a size 4 instead of a size 6. And that is a 0.5 millimeter difference in needle size. So I ripped out the entire thing, and I reknit the whole thing in about a week.
It's insane.
I never want to knit a sweater that quickly again. I mean, it was nice because it was done, but the amount of stress I put on myself to knit it.
And then they get sick.
And then, so they were going to wear them Christmas Eve, and then my daughter decided she wanted to wear a dress that ended up breaking out, making her break out at her neck. But she wanted to wear that. My husband's like, just have them wear them for Christmas. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, fine, whatever.
That's so sad.
So they're going to wear them for Christmas, but my son got sick. And I was like, they were supposed to wear their sweaters. He's like, they can wear them for New Year's.
You guys even do anything for New Year's?
My mother-in-law invited us over on New Year's Day.
Okay.
I think New Year's Day. She asked us if we wanted to do New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but I'm like, I don't want to like worry about staying up late with the kids again.
Sure.
Because they had so many late nights.
Driving, unless you're going to stay over there.
Yeah, and it's like a half-hour, 40-minute drive to her house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just do Christmas Day. That way, or not Christmas, but New Year's Day. Sure. And that way we don't have to worry about keeping the kids up late because they get crabby.
Yeah, you got little ones.
Yeah. So, I think that's everything. I'm not quite sure. I was trying to remember, and this whole month has just been a blur, and it's gone by so fast.
I know. I feel like the first half was pretty slow, and then all of a sudden, like, the last 2 weeks. Okay. It's Christmas.
I got one more finished object. I guess we'll talk about them. Why not? Okay. I finished this pair of newborn socks. They're so cute. Because we'll just say, this will play into next year, but I'm pregnant again. When we started this channel, I know, when we started this channel and our yarn dyeing journey, I was pregnant with my daughter, and now I'm pregnant again. I'm due in May.
With the son.
With my son.
Which is exciting.
Yes, we are very excited. So this was how we announced, because we just found out a couple weeks ago. This is how we announced that I made cute little socks.
They're very cute.
I'm gonna make some more, because they took me an hour.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's it, an hour.
It's a good way to practice maybe sock knitting.
No,
okay,
because they're too small. I would do a larger one.
Oh, like a giant.
Like I would start with a DK or a worsted weight slipper.
Well, I told Brooklyn to start with DK.
Yeah,
because I think it was easier, but she said she didn't like it.
Oh,
no, when we were talking to her,
she
said she didn't prefer the DK.
So that is the perfect newborn socks by I don't know who.
By a person.
By somebody. I'll have it linked. And then my work in progress is the second sock for my Find the Joy socks.
Did you ever link the thing for Aunt Sandy, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I sent it in a comment.
Okay.
And then I started linking the patterns.
Oh.
After that. The other work in progress that I brought with me is my Sweet Shop blanket that I ripped out and restarted because I was just not going to have enough yarn. I'm trying to figure out which one's this is the right way. I wasn't going to have enough yarn to do 2 squares per color. And I thought I was knitting it upside down. I was not. You are supposed to start with your contrast color and then knit with your main color, which it does say in the pattern. But anyways, I'm not mad that I ripped it out because I ended up doing a smaller stitch count than what the pattern originally says. So that way I would have enough of my mini to do 2 stripes or to do 2 squares to get the size blanket that I wanted. So this is the Sweet Shop blanket by Laura Penrose of Penrose Knits. And I am using the 31 Residents of the Haunted, 31 Residents of the Haunted Mansion by Fangirl Fibers. And this is our silver lining colorway in DK. And I am going on that. I was going to try to knit 2 squares a day, but these are deceptively, they take a lot longer than they look like they would. It's like each square takes me about 2 hours.
Wow. I would not have expected that.
I know.
I mean, for me, sure.
I don't know why they take so long. Like, it's very deceiving. Like, I feel like I could knit this very quickly, but it just takes a long time. At least for me. I don't know about other people, but that is something I've heard, is that the squares do take longer than most people think they will.
Oh, sure.
So, that is it for everything I'm working on. What are you working on right now?
Well, the name of my game is Let's Not Finish Anything We Start.
Oh, I love that game.
So I haven't picked up my MCAL in months. Okay.
The goal is just to get it done before the next one.
Sure, we may do that. Although I kept having like things to do, so like I had to stop what I was doing to do the knitted knockers. And then I stopped what I was doing to.
Oh yeah, I knit those.
You did knit those, yes.
I knit a pair of those.
They were very easy to stuff, by the way.
Oh, good.
So I'm just waiting on sizes for the next set.
Okay.
But so I was working on those, and then I
yarn threw up. Sorry.
Oh, dude. And then I started. Well, then I did the crochet that had to be done for Chris's coworkers.
Yes.
So that just took like time, and then like I don't know. I'm really bad at just like sitting down and doing anything, so I always have to be doing like 100 things at once. So like I was reading a book and crocheting and knitting and watching TV and playing on my phone and doing surveys and things like that.
I need to find a good audio to listen to.
And then I am crocheting this for the market. It's going to be a bag. Right now it's just a bunch of squares. Oh man, I messed up. I'm going to have to go back and fix that.
Is that the one that you dropped in the coffee?
I did drop in the coffee. Oh, I have to tear back pretty far. Oh well, things happen. So yeah, I may just throw this part in the garbage anyways, but I wanted to practice because I don't usually do treble knits, treble stitches. I keep trying to call them treble clefs. Is that a treble clef?
That's me. Yeah, that's the show choir in you.
But that is what I'm currently working on. What else? Oh, I have a sock that's upstairs
Is that a triple crochet?
Yeah, a triple crochet.
Okay.
But
sorry, that is...
They call them treble.
I know.
But this is all you're doing is you're doing a bunch, like, it's like 143 for your base stitch, and then you're just doing a bunch of these triple crochets.
Triple. I don't know. I get confused.
They're both. One's British and one's American.
I was gonna say, I know one's...
Or not US. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is British. I don't know. They call them weird things because I thought the treble was the double crochet.
I know it's it's weird where I think it is, but then I was looking it up and then I was like, it kept popping up treble. Okay. I'm like, that's wrong. That's a double crochet. I need the triple crochet because I just didn't know how to do it.
Does it say treble or does it say double?
It's a triple.
Okay.
And that would make sense
curious.
because you do like a 3 across.
Yeah.
And so that would be really bad with just a 2. Or a double crochet.
I'm gonna make other things. I have things that work. So I'm planning to make some pot holders for our upcoming market and some.
Just gonna rip this out.
Some washcloths.
Just gonna I think part of the garbage anyways. I dropped it in the coffee on Christmas.
So funny.
I threw it, all of a sudden it landed in coffee.
Freaking out. We're like, just go wash it. It's fine. It's cotton.
But it didn't come out.
Just keep it.
And I'm gonna rip it out anyways, and I'm just gonna cut that part off.
That's fine.
That's what I do. That's my favorite thing. But okay.
So those are things that we will be working on. Oh, I guess we'll talk about that. What will we be working on for January? I'm going to cast on, if I can get, the goal is to get the sock done before New Year or on New Year's Eve. And clear everything off my needles, which is just this. And I'm not counting the blankets. Those are long-term projects because they take me forever. But the goal is to finish the sock by New Year's. And then I was going to cast on the Eclair Sweater by Penrose Knits. I already have the yarn for it. I just need to wind it. I didn't bring it. I thought about it on my way here. I was like, oh, I should have brought it. But that, I think, is going to be possibly my first cast on of January 2024, or I might knit the Bean and Olive sweater for my daughter Giada, who's 2, by Andrea Mowry. And I was like, oh, I could cast her on a sweater. I was supposed to knit it like a year ago.
Well, she also got her baby blanket when she turned 1, so you know.
Yeah, whatever. But then she's also gonna fit. So this is my other issue with that. So I was gonna knit my daughter's matching sweaters. Just they're gonna be the main colors were both gonna be gray, and it has a contrast color of my daughter Nora picked purple, and then I picked it out for my other daughter, and it was gonna be our Epcot colorway.
Oh sure. From
last year, which is purple and gray. But I think Gia might fit into Nora's old sweater at this point.
Probably.
So then I need to figure out if I have enough yarn to knit Nora the size up sweater. Or figure out how to dye that colorway again.
Do you have scissors?
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
Yes, I do.
Mine are upstairs. I didn't want to go get them.
So that is what I'm debating for my New Year's cast on, and then a pair of socks, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do because now I have 3 sock needles and I'm very excited about it.
You got more
Those are terrible.
I hate these. Dear scissors.
I know. I might get some snips.
But you suck.
They don't. You have to like pull it against it and then like squeeze them together while you.
Yeah, I know.
While you push down to like get them to like.
Sorry guys, I'm itching my nose. It itches so bad.
Anyways, so those are the plans for New Year's. Other things that I'm wanting to knit next year are the Downtown Hoodie by Tori Yu, as well as the, oh, I forgot the name of it now. The Uptown Tee.
Oh, cute.
Also by Tori Yu.
Lofty goals with having a new child.
Oh, he's not due until May. I got some time. It's just, what I'm worried about is the changes of my body.
Yeah, that's
what I'm a little worried about, but I like oversized things anyways.
You haven't gained like any weight and
I know. I'm over halfway there. So I'm thinking the sweatshirt should be fine. It's the t-shirt that I'm a little worried about.
Sure.
Because if the sweatshirt's big, I love, like, this is a size large and it's swallowing me and I love it.
I like large sweatshirts too.
I also got this for Christmas. It is a 4th wing. It's a 4th wing sweatshirt. Hey, let me show the bag.
Good. So I can rub my nose. Frame? Hold on. Okay, there you go.
Okay. This is my fourth wing sweatshirt that I'm super excited about. It is from the Bean Workshop on Etsy. If you're into the romantasy books like I am, it's a great shop full of like, they have Throne of Glass, they have Crescent City, which I'm super excited. I'm getting the third book next month. They have Fourth Wing, Zodiac Academy.
I read that one.
They have some other like just bookish things on there. I can't remember some of them because I haven't read the books.
You just didn't care.
So I didn't care. You're out of frame, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Scooch a little closer.
My nose itches.
Pretend you like me.
That's
So,
right.
that's where I got her Valkyrie shirt from.
Yeah. Did I ever show that one?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I think
I must have at some point.
I showed it when I was wrapping it.
Oh, yeah. I wore it a lot, so it's in my wash right now. It's super... Okay, so it's also a little bit... I think it must be a men's cut or something, because it's not tight anywhere, so it feels really good.
Maybe it's unisex.
Yeah, because it's not super baggy on me, but it's also... Like, I feel like it's not too big.
It looks nice, though. Like, it's
just comfy,
looks
but
nice,
I wore
yeah.
it Christmas Day, because, great Christmas shirt.
Sorry.
Just kidding. I had, 4 different shirts on, and I, was dying of heat at one point. And then I was freezing, so I threw on a hoodie. And then there were too many people, so I just needed to go upstairs for a couple minutes to change.
Okay, so we kind of talked about what we're working on.
I have no plans, no goals. I exist.
Those are my plans. Those are my knitting plans.
I got this.
We'll talk. Okay, we can talk about acquisitions, and then we'll jump into our plans for next year.
Well, this was my plan. Hopefully I can get a pair of needles off because my sister-in-law got
so
me
pretty.
this beautiful Expecto Patronus, which I watched with the kids today, this evening when we were playing games tonight. We had family game night and we were watching Harry Potter. I was like, that's my yarn, and then I wanted to knit it, but I was like, if I start yet another thing, we're gonna have issues. So that is by...
It is by
Get away from me.
Weird Sisters. I love that. I love that name. Weird Sisters.
Yeah.
You can talk about it. What's the base?
Well, they are based in...
No,
I know
where are they based?
They're based in Washington. I know, but that's what popped up first. I'm old, man. My glasses.
That's why I took it from you.
They're hand dyed in small batches, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Oh, they are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon blend.
It's fingering weight.
So it's finger weight.
It's on their Carol base. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, that's why she didn't say yarn. I knew it was sock yarn. I was like, I can make a pair of socks.
It is sock yarn. It's on their Carol base. Just 75-25 super wash merino.
Guys, it's been a long weekend. It's going to be another long weekend. I've got nothing.
It's 463 yards to 100 grams.
Yeah.
Just in case. So Weird Sisters. This is really pretty.
It's very pretty. I'm at least interested to look at more of their stuff, but I don't need more yarn because I don't actually finish projects, so...
It's okay.
The end.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
I need to get...
So maybe your goal for next year will just be finish all the projects that you started this past year.
I can finish all the projects that I started...
This past month.
This past... all of the projects I have. I can't buy any more yarn until I finish something. Guys, I destroyed this yarn. I don't know what I did. Sorry.
We can take it to my house. We'll wind it.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna...
Okay, so other acquisitions that I received in December, I did not bring because I showed them on Vlogmas.
I have my other acquisition.
Actually, I showed what I did. I showed this on Vlogmas too.
Well, you didn't show mine.
I didn't, no, because I cut you out.
You cut me out.
I was like, this
so
is my
I got
channel.
this cute from my aunt for my birthday / Christmas. This another adorable bag with a bunch of Disney vintage, which is awesome. And then I got another little mini bag.
I got a Toy Story version of this. I love it. I cannot wait to use it.
I love the bags with zipper pockets on them because I have a bad habit of losing everything I touch. So I think I'm gonna throw some crochet hooks in there actually because I have a drawer upstairs because my sister-in-law got me a nice set one year.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So I had a ton of them, and then I just keep buying them because I lose them in between my couch cushions. So I buy a couple more, or my husband will buy me a set. He's like, "Oh, you needed this, right?" I'm like, "Ah, sure."
Or they're pretty.
Or
and
they're
you
pretty.
want them.
I was like, I need a new one. But so I have a drawer full of that, and I need to probably put them and organize them in a bag. Put all of the ones that I typically use. For this one, I think it's a G or something weird. It's a gold hook. It's my gold hook color. And yeah, so it's weird because it said G on the pattern, 4mm, and this is a 4.25.
Yeah,
and I was like,
so
too bad. I don't care.
What I found is when you buy like the sets of them, they call a G is a 4.25. You have to special order a 4. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't understand, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference.
It's not, especially because I'm knitting a bag. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine, guys.
So things that if you want to see, it's on my Vlogmas. I'm sorry, I forgot it. But Midwest Stitches had a D-stash, and so I got 2 skeins from her D-stash, and then a bag, and it's a granny square bag, and like it's fabric, but it's got granny square fabric, and it's super cute, and I love it, and.
The granny square.
And then for Christmas this year, I decided, I'm having a baby, might as well get a new hobby. I got a couple new hobbies. I also started sourdough. Yeah. But I got a drop spindle.
Which everybody was making fun of her. They're like, you got a weapon?
It also didn't help that my husband got a ton of like golf stuff.
And so it was wrapped like weapons?
Yeah. You know what? Who cares?
Well, and then my husband got things like a meat cleaver. And a knife sharpener.
Yeah, you did. All right, so this spindle is from Revolutionary Fibers.
I like the top.
It was on Amazon.
Oh, it looks pretty.
It is very pretty. I'm very excited to. I've been looking up videos on how to use it because I have no idea. And then I got some unspun roving from Knit Picks from my mom for Christmas. So she got me this beautiful color, and I swear I have this color. And I've already knit a sweater out of it. And I bought another sweater quantity of it to knit another one. And I have that. And then also this pretty, pretty blue. And I have no idea how to use this stuff. And I'm so excited to learn and play with it. Feel it. It's so fluffy.
Ooh, it is fluffy.
I love it.
So can you like do different weights on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's however thick you spin the yarn.
Like, how are you gonna like make sure that it's like a certain...
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
I have no idea. It comes with practice and time. But luckily, this actually, because it is, would you consider Knit Picks commercially dyed? I don't know. Yes. I think I would, but I'm not positive. It's really not, it's not that expensive to buy this roving, which is why I wanted it. I thought it'd be good for practice without like buying those beautiful hand-dyed braids.
Well, that'll be your next thing, is to learn how to do, like, to brush all the colors in, right?
Well, you can take your leftover scraps and do that.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, I don't plan on doing that. Maybe one day. Not today. So, I think that is all of everything. So we'll talk about our dye plans for next year.
See.
I'm very excited about that.
I am too.
So
I get to dye next year, guys.
Yeah, she's gonna dye every other month. I need the break.
I need to like do something.
She needs to be a part of this business. No, she does our Etsy and our listings and all of that stuff.
The taxes.
Yeah, all of our taxes. She takes care of the business side of things. I take care of the creative side of things. But I'm having a baby, so
not do everything myself. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I actually have to figure out though if I am gonna dye, like, to write down a...
You need to write down what you do, or at least record it and talk through it. That way,
right now I'm just getting irritated, so I'm just gonna throw this color in. Oops, wrong one. Crap.
That wasn't the right color.
I've done that before.
Okay, so next year, what we are gonna do is we are gonna have a monthly book club, and I'm very excited. So as you know, with my sweatshirt, I started reading books last year after. After I was like, I hate books. Like, I hate reading. It's so boring. I was just not reading the right kinds of books. I love romantasy. That's romance and fantasy. And it makes me happy. And I love it. And so I read from May to the end of the year, I've read over 40 books.
It's insane.
Okay, I did... How many were audios?
Doesn't matter. It's still a lot of time.
Yeah. Some of them were audiobooks, but the majority of them were physical books, or I ended up getting a Kindle because I was just reading so much and I wanted to read at night. We tried book lights, but they would keep my husband up. So for Mother's Day, which is when I kind of started reading a lot, So my anniversary I think my anniversary and Mother's Day were on the same day last year, or this, like, in 2023.
Yeah.
And so I got a Kindle. And I love it.
Happy anniversary. Never see you again.
Yeah.
Kidding.
So we are doing a monthly book club. So we picked our top 6 books that we read. No, not in any particular order of when we're going to dye them. But we picked our top 6 books each.
It's not even books we read last year because I didn't really do a lot of reading last year.
Well, they were all books I read last year. Whatever.
I told you they weren't necessarily books I've read.
It doesn't matter.
Like,
anyways, we did our top 6 books and that we've read thus far. Is that better?
In my life, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Those are just the books that I could think of after the top of my head.
You can always change it. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
We'll see. Because I also got a Kindle. So I can read at night now.
Yes.
It's better than my
So the first book that we are going to be dyeing, well, that I dyed it up for, is A Court of Mist and Fury. And this is what it looks like. Is that pretty close? I feel like that's pretty close.
That's pretty darn close.
Oh, that's pretty close. When I was taking pictures for Etsy listings, I had to play with the colors so much because I just could not get it
That was not bad.
to show up right.
So if you're wondering what that true color looks like, just go look at that Mist and Fury book because that is actually pretty true to color.
Yeah.
On the camera, it doesn't look too bad today.
Well, I figure if it's going to blow out this color, like, it'll blow out both of them.
Yeah.
So that way you can just kind of go pick up this book and see. So this colorway will only be available in the month of January. And they're going to switch it. But we do have one colorway that will be available all year long. And that is this beautiful variegated black that we are naming, that is named Morally Gray. Because we love our morally gray characters.
True. I blame Fan of the Opera.
Yes. So this is what they look like together.
They're really pretty.
So this is going to be Mist and Fury, available on January 1st. And this is Morally Gray, which will also be available starting January 1st. But this one will be available all year long. And I'm going to go home and take some pictures. More pictures, because I can't.
And send them to me because...
I sent you the
you
pictures.
You did. I lied.
Because I had to play with the filters and trying to get it. But I'm thinking if I can get it right here, like, I should be able to figure out a way.
You should.
To get it to show up correctly.
It looks more green, I think, in person. A little bit more green. It looks a little...
But it's pretty, it's very close.
On the camera, yeah.
But I am going to knit with this. Because I can. So I'm going to be knitting the Rainbow Connection socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. I tried knitting it once before, but I don't remember why I pulled it out, but I did. And I knit something else with that. But this is going to be the Rainbow Connection socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. And then my goal is going to be to knit with our color every month before the end of the month.
Can I knit a washcloth? The colors?
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't have a fingering weight pattern for a dishcloth. Mine are all worsted.
Triple
I have to, like, triple it.
Quadruple it.
And then this is wool. Usually you knit dishcloths out of cotton.
Yeah, I know. I was just kidding.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care.
That was just my way of saying that.
I'm knitting with it.
I don't do anything.
I did say whatever color she dyes, I will knit the socks for her unless she wants to knit them herself.
It'll take me like 3 years.
So I will knit the socks for her.
Eventually, when I finish the green socks I have.
So I'm very excited about what we have planned. I've got color ideas for the 6 books that I picked out in my head and the ways I want to dye them. Yeah.
I have to dye in January. We'll see what happens.
No, I dye. Oh, yeah, you have to.
I have to dye in January.
You have to dye in. Yeah, you have to come to my house and dye. Yeah. She's so excited.
I don't mind dyeing. I'm just terrible.
It's fun, but
I'm not nearly as planned out as her. I will look at the picture of the book and go, okay, we'll try this.
Whereas I've been like looking at like inspiration photos for my 6 books and I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do.
This is how she is. So she's very much more of a planner, like on trips and stuff. She'd always be the one telling everybody what to do. I'm like, just do whatever.
No, I need to have a plan. Like, I need to know what I am doing and where I am going and what the goal is. Like, that is what I need.
And I'm kind of like that, but like with things like trips and things that are supposed to be relaxing, I keep them as relaxing.
Well, it depends on the trip. So when we go to Disney, I like to figure out what rides and where everyone wants to go, and then figure out how to fit that into our day, because then I feel like everyone's going to have a good time and everybody needs to have a good time.
So the best time we had at our Disney trip is when we kind of just wandered around Magic Kingdom and we're like, let's go in here. And it was across the park. And we walked across the park. Oh wait, let's stop for the snack first.
Okay, but
it was only the 4 of us.
Things just start too chaotic. Well, and that was when we were going with like our whole family, so it was like 3 families going together.
Yeah, that's worse.
And then you basically, if you do it that way, you spend the entire day looking for food that people want to eat.
Your husband?
No, he usually knows what he wants to eat.
And that's halfway across the park, nowhere near where we're at.
He's never complained. He's like, I'm gonna stop here. Except for he doesn't tell anybody that he's stopping.
And he just stops. I'm like,
we're like, oh, where did Nick go? And I'll text him and be like, where are you? He's like, oh, I stopped to go get a beer. I'm like, oh, okay, good to know.
Peace.
We're 3 countries ahead of you, but...
I do love Epcot.
Yeah. So, we will still, I don't know, are we going to be, not really Disney next year.
No.
But we are going to be doing magical stuff.
We are, and books are magical.
Books are magical. I love them.
And we still have lots of Disney influence and stuff. And
yes.
But, you know, things change.
I think there's just so much.
But I am playing through Kingdom Hearts obsessively right now, so I may end up just changing my things to Kingdom Hearts.
Which is fine. You can do whatever you want. I'm just
kidding. I'll do books, but I am playing through Kingdom Hearts, so that's where I'm, like, my free time is going at the moment.
Yes. So the goal is to post on Instagram the week prior to release. So yes, you need to come over fairly early in January.
Okay.
And dye up your color. But the week prior to release, let you guys know what the upcoming book club of the month is going to be.
They're all books that I did enjoy, and that's why I chose them.
Mine are all in the same genre. Hers are not.
No, I kind of crossed it.
Yeah, you were like all over.
I read, like, one of them is a more historic fiction. I think I chose The Book Thief because I love that book. It's one of my favorites.
It wasn't, but it was written by the same
author. Oh, same author. Oh, we are the, or I am Messenger.
I Am
Yeah,
Messenger.
same authors. So that's just a realistic fiction. And then obviously my fantasy romance. And then Stephen King.
Yeah, she's all, I stick, like, I can't read more than one book at a time because everything's the same and I get confused.
I think I've heard Chops from Blood and Ash too, because I like that one. I don't remember.
I'm currently reading the 4th book. I'm about 60 to 70. Dude, that one's a slow trek for me, I'm not gonna lie. And then I can't remember if I wanted to read the next one in the series because, I don't know. I think I might. So it's a retelling. I think it's called A Soul of Blood and Ash.
Okay.
Ash and Blood, A Soul of Ash and Blood.
Okay.
And it's a retelling of the first book, but from Castiel's point of view.
Oh, sure.
But I love the first book.
That would be the only saving grace because I don't love retellings.
A lot of people were really upset. They're like, this was a money grab. Like, our story went nowhere.
Sure.
Like,
I don't love when they do those point of views.
I'm kind of ready for the series to be done. I felt that way after the last book. I'm like I'm done with their journey. I'm okay if we want to branch off and go somewhere else with different people. But with Poppy and Castiel, I'm done with their story.
I'm also, yeah. But right now I'm into
I think that's why it's taking me so long to read that book.
I just I had time to
see that was the one where I am like,
okay.
I still wanted more.
Oh,
I finished the entire series.
I have theories, by the way.
Well, I finished the entire series, and I still want more.
There's something that came up in...
There's so many theories.
No. There's something that came up in the last book. That series.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. What? And I was like, does this connect?
All connected.
Do we connect here?
We connect.
But there was like this like one little section of the book, and I'm like, I like almost stopped my car. I was like,
she connects everything.
What?
Which is why she needs to read Crescent City.
I know, but it's so boring.
The first half of it is very boring. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone says that.
I couldn't.
The world building is just like,
I'm sure, and it's modern, and I don't love that.
That's what I didn't like. They have like cell phones and stuff, and like coffee makers. I'm like, wait a minute, you drink tea.
You drink tea. I mean, I don't care that they can make coffee. You don't make coffee.
No, I mean, I personally don't even like tea.
Oh, I love tea. I'm
a
actually
coffee
debating.
drinker. But like when they're talking about like microwaves and stuff, I'm like...
Security systems, video cameras, I'm like...
No. Like, this is medieval times. What are you talking about?
What are you doing? Have you not been to Ren Fair lately? Did you skip that year?
So
got confused, lady.
I'm confused.
That's why I
the whole cell phone thing and texting, I'm like...
No,
you need that, like, mental bond. Like, what are you talking about? That is your texting.
I kind of wonder when some of these books, like, especially, like, Fourth Wing are written, like...
Yeah, what's the time frame? Like, what's the...
Like,
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Post-apocalyptic? Are we medieval?
Because they're writing letters. They don't have phones. Because once you reach your second year, you can write letters.
Yeah?
They don't have phones.
Or do they? And they just, like... Well, that's why... It could be, like... I don't know.
Anyway, so now that we're done rambling,
I've never done rambling. It's my life.
We're going to go on rambling for, like, another couple minutes off camera.
I have questions.
But let me know if you're excited for our new collections.
Oh, we're almost at 200 followers.
I know, we're at 190.
Are we doing a giveaway or no?
Maybe when we reach 250.
All right.
So tell your friends, share this out.
Share our ramblings.
Share our ramblings. Yeah, if when we reach 250 followers, we will do a giveaway.
Okay.
Because that'll put us halfway to 500.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So 250 is our goal.
250 is the goal for next year. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen.
We'll have a new child. Probably can't be on camera as much because you'll have a new child.
Hey, we did it. I mean, we weren't as consistent. We'll figure it out. I'll probably have to bring the child.
The child.
The
Chris. Like, here, Chris. Here's a baby.
Go hold my baby for a minute, for an hour.
Babies.
I don't know. We'll see how things go. But... please like and subscribe. Push the notification bell to be aware of whenever we post a video, which is typically twice a month.
Yes. Now that Vlogmas is done.
Yes. We're going to hopefully be posting on Instagram more, so be sure to follow us over there. We are at Magically Dyed Yarns.
It won't all be the same picture.
No, it won't.
Right now, as it is right now.
I will be sharing progress on projects that I am working on.
I should do that because I'm always...
should. They like ripped it out again, guys. Got another road. Nope, not anymore.
I'm always so embarrassed. I was like, oh, guys, I got this one. Oh, JK.
Just kidding. No, I didn't.
Project was 90% done. Restart.
Oh, that was my project.
Dude, I won't tell you. Okay, well, at least the coasters were easy, and I only ripped out like a couple of them because I didn't like the way they were looking. I was like, I have time to fix this. I probably did not have time to fix that. I did it anyways, though.
All right, so she's gonna go tell me her theories about.
No, it's an observation. It's not really
her observations about Throne of Glass, and I will tell her if she's right or wrong about
it's not
what
even
I
Throne
know.
of Glass. It's from.
I've read all of them. That was my problem. I got into Sarah J. Maas, and I read it all. Okay, so we will see you guys in January.
Yeah.
So have a happy New Year.
All right, have a good New Year. Enjoy yourself. I'm playing board games.
I'll ask her later.
Okay. I play board games all night.
I'm gonna go to bed. Usually I'll stay up and read a book.
My friends and the kids will probably be in their respective rooms. There's gonna be like I think 6 kids over here. Well, including my 2. And so we send them all to their separate rooms, and the grown-ups stay up playing board games.
I'll probably let my kids stay up until 9 o'clock, which is late for them.
Oh, we'll let the kids stay up probably till 10 and then put them to bed.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
I have to buy stuff for
the little one. She's going to bed at 8 though. Maybe 8:30. We can push it to, but they just don't do good. Yeah. So she's so mean. She's 2, and I'm like, girl, you're talking to me like you are 13. Like, stop it.
Like, doesn't even have all her words.
No. Her favorite thing to say right now is either I do it or you do it.
She yells.
She yells. She likes to yell in order. And okay, we'll see you guys in 2024.
Bye.